All right, super welcome. Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, August 1st, and this is Wide Angle 3. We're doing our review today for the midterm test or test 2. This will cover units 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here we have our page on Google Classroom, and it has the content that we need to review for the test. Unit 4 talked about movement, Unit 5, home, and Unit 6, images. So we are going to see the most important parts of this content. Here, we posted some extra material to help you study and practice. Okay? It's all there. And before we start, I'd like to know if you did the homework from last class. So let's take a look there. Our last class was July 11th and July 13th. So the last week before the break, we finished Unit 6 and we did the review. Okay, so here we have the dates. I have this on the screen for you. We are planning actually to do our progress test now, August 3rd on Wednesday, and the project on Monday. So let's see if all goes well, we can do it. Let's take a look at the worksheets we asked you to do last week. We saw to be plus going to and the contrast between will and going to. So, did you have a chance to do your homework? Do you have any questions about your homework? No questions. Okay, all right. So no questions. Okay. So let's go to our class for today. Let's see this one here. Yes. Oh, all right. So we are going to start by reviewing Unit 4. Unit 4 was all about movement. Okay, so in this unit, we talked about, let me just maximize this. Yeah, we talked about phrasal verbs, will versus going to, simple present in future time clauses, present tenses for future plans and schedules, and English for real, we saw being a customer. Some expressions we use when we are a customer. So let's take a look at our book. Do you have the book, Rebecca?
Yeah, I have.
You do? Okay, great. So open your book, please, to page 150 here. Okay. This is the review of Unit 4. So let me share again. Sorry, it closed by accident. Okay, Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's maximize so we can have a better view. Okay, here we are. Okay, the first activity will review the vocabulary of Unit 4. Remember, Unit 4 talked about movement. So talked about going places, exercising, everything related to movement. So the first activity, let's just review. I know we have already done this activity, but I'd like to review the vocabulary. We have the first activity here saying, complete the text with a word from the box. So we have security, baggage, sites, bargain, and reservation. And the text starts with the phrase true story. So let's see that. Milan Schipper from Holland wanted to travel across Australia. He looked online and found a ticket to Sydney $200 cheaper than all the others. So he made the and looked forward to seeing the of Australia's wonderful capital city. When he got off the plane with he realized something was wrong. When he went through, he discovered he was in the wrong Sydney. He was in Sydney, Nova Scotia, in Canada, not Sydney, Australia. All right, so he was in the wrong city. Now, the first one, what do you think? What is the best word to use here before ticket? Look, here they say the ticket was $200. What did you say?
Bargain, yeah.
Bargain? Yes, you're right. If that's what you said, you are correct. So bargain, okay? So he found a bargain ticket to Sydney. Okay, so the word is bargain. Okay, so he made the
Reservation.
yes, yes, very good. He made the reservation and looked forward to seeing the
I don't know what to say this. Singing.
sights.
Sights.
Yes, the sights. The sights in a city are the most important places to visit when you are a tourist. For example, when you see the sights here in Rio, you usually go to Copacabana Beach, you go to the Sugarloaf, to the Christ statue, you go to the museums, especially the Museum of Tomorrow. You go to the Aquario Aquarium. You visit some places in Baja, for example. So these These are the places that we usually visit as a tourist in Rio. So this is the same as to see the sights, okay? There is a word we use that exemplifies this activity of visiting the important places in a city. Hello, Kawani, good to see you. The name is Go Sightseeing, okay? So let me write it down for you here, okay? Hi, Kawani, good afternoon. Good to see you. All right, so this is the meaning of this expression. You go sightseeing when you visit the important places in a city, okay? So we are doing, Kalani, page 150, unit 4, review, okay? We are actually redoing because this has already been done. We're just reviewing, okay? All right. All right. No problem. That's okay, Kawani. I'm happy you made it. So let's go back to our page here. We are reading actually a text about a guy from Holland who wanted to travel across Australia. He looked online and he found a bargain ticket to Sydney, $200 cheaper than all the others. So he made the reservation and looked forward to see the sights. So I was explaining the meaning of see the sights, okay? Of Australia's wonderful capital city. When he got off the plane with his, what do you think? When he got off the plane with his
baggage.
his baggage, okay? He realized something was wrong. When he went through, when you arrive at the airport, especially when you go to a different country, you have to go through security, okay? So he went through security and he discovered he was in the wrong Sydney. He was in Sydney, Nova Scotia, in Canada, not Sydney, Australia. So the city exists in Canada, not only in Australia. So it's the same name, right? But different location. Okay, girls. So is the vocabulary okay for you here? Do you have any questions about the words? No? Okay. So the first one we have there, bargain. Then we have reservations, right? Or reservation, sites, baggage, security. And the most important thing is the words that come before and after, right? So here, a bargain ticket, he made the reservation, seeing, so he looked forward to seeing the sights. He got off the plane with his baggage and he went through security. Okay. Now, next one. Complete the phrasal verbs with a missing preposition. So we have some, we have some verbs that have a preposition, and let's try to remember them. The first one, can you please pick me from the station when I arrive? What do you think?
Up.
Yes, great. Pick me up. Yes, excellent. So when you ask someone to go there and get you, usually by car, you say, oh, can you please pick me up from the station, right? So can you go and get me there and drive me home or wherever I need to go? So can you pick me up? Number two, hey, watch, the bus is coming. Here, we should use the preposition out. Watch out. The bus is coming. So watch out is when you want to alert the other person of a probable danger, right? So you want to call the person's attention to something that is risky. You say, hey, watch out, a car is coming, or the bus is coming. Number three, why did you decide to go the travel business?
Go
Here,
out.
the meaning of the sentence, yes, very good. The meaning of the sentence is to leave the travel business, to abandon, to leave. So why did you decide to go out of, here, two prepositions, out of the travel business? Number four, I hate to bring this, but how much will this vacation cost? This has the same meaning as when you start topic. You suggest a topic. You start talking about something. So you bring something
Up.
up. Yes, very good. So when you bring something up, you start talking about something, right? In the middle of a conversation. So you bring up the topic. And this is the question. I hate to bring this up. It means I hate to talk about it. But how much will this vacation cost? Okay. Number five, I'm pleased we decided to go with the trip. What do you think? Here we have the preposition with. It's a second preposition. So which one do you think goes here?
Go out again.
Go out? I don't think so.
And
Go in? You mean go in with the trip?
go
Or
in. Go
go in?
in. Go into.
Go into with the trip? No, I don't think so. Here, it would be better to say go on with the trip. When we say go on, we say the meaning is continue. So I'm pleased we decided to go on with the trip. Okay? To go on is the same as to continue. Suppose you decided to travel in a group of people and something happens and you don't want to go back. You don't want to stop your trip. You want to keep traveling. So you decide to go on with the trip. You don't abandon, you don't quit the trip, but you keep going, right? So that's the idea of go on, okay? So let's see, guys. Let's check the answers. Yay, the last one, they say it's wrong. Let's see why. Actually here, yes, here we can say go out of or go into, okay? In number 3, there are 2 options. We can say go out of when you leave the travel business. For some reason, you don't want anymore. So you can say, why did you decide to go out of the travel business? So both answers are correct. I can say go into when you enter the travel business. Go out of is the opposite, is when you leave, okay? So in this number here, we can consider into or out of. Okay, guys, both answers are correct. Now, let's see this one here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Here, they are giving the preposition go through with the trip. So it's the same idea. To go through with the trip is when you agree with the conditions of the trip. It's the same as, okay, I want to go on this trip. Okay, so let's go through with the trip. Let's do it. It's one idea, but it's very similar to go on with the trip. Okay, so here in number 5, you can say, let me try to maximize here. You can say go through, or you can say go on. Okay, all right. So both answers are correct. One or the other. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the grammar. Okay. Let's see there. What did we learn in Unit 4? Let's see first our page here on Google Classroom to see the topic. So in each lesson, we have 2 grammar topics, 2 or 3. So in this lesson here, for example, there are 3 topics. Look, okay? We have will versus going to. We have simple present in future time clauses, and we have present tenses for future plans and schedules. Okay, so we are focusing on future time clauses, the future. Okay, so let's go there. Look, the first one, I leave the office, I will turn off the lights. So here we should use one of these options here, okay? Prepositions as well. So we can have as soon as, after, or before. Which one do you think is better? Okay, I'm showing that now. Yes, can you see that? We're doing number 3, grammar. Okay, exercise number 1. So here we have 3 options. As soon as I leave the office, excuse me, I'll turn off the lights. Or after I leave the office, I'll turn off the lights. Or before I leave the office, I'll turn off the lights.
Before.
It makes more sense, right? Before I leave the office. So as you can see here, after these words that indicate time, we use the simple present, okay? So this is something important to notice. Let me highlight this for you. Look, simple present, okay? Next one, I'm exhausted. I'll take a bath. What do you think? If I get home, as soon as I get home, or before I get home? Let me share again. Okay, girls, so I'm showing again, okay? Here we are doing number 2. So which one is the best option? I'm exhausted. I'll take a bath. I get home. Yes, as soon as I get home. Okay, as soon as means the moment I get home, I'll take a bath. Okay. Number 3, the train will depart. The passengers are on board. The train will depart. The passengers are on board. I think it makes more sense to use letter A, after, okay? Because before doesn't make any sense. And if doesn't make sense either, okay? So number 4, we miss our flight. What will we do? So this is like a conditional.
If.
If. Great. Yes, it makes more sense. If we miss our flight, what will we do? Number 5. What do you think? If you said letter C, you were right. When you get there or when you get here, I'll be at the reception desk. So this is something that will be true or will happen at a specific time in the future. Okay? Sorry, I can't understand. Can you say
Não,
again,
você já me
please?
ajudou. Eu ia pedir para você subir um pouquinho a tela só para enxergar o número 1. Mas você já subiu, eu já consegui ver. Obrigada.
Oh, okay. This one?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes? Okay. Now this was number 2. Okay. And here, number 3. Let's check the answers. Everything correct. Okay. All right. Now let's go to number 4. Choose the correct answers to complete these dialogues. So now we are going to see the contrast between will and going to. All right. When do we use them? Let's see the first one. Have you got the report? Oh no, I forgot. So which verb do we use? Which verb tense do we use when we make a decision at the moment of speaking?
I'm going to.
Pay attention. When do we use will and when do we use going to? Let's see the difference. Let me see if I have, just a moment. If I have here in Google Classroom, the contrast between will and going to. Not really. I have maybe, no, this is do and make, future with will, future with going to. Yeah, we don't have it there, but let me show you on a different file. Just a second. Let me show you this one. I will share the screen, okay, so you can see the difference. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, this is a site that shows us the difference between will and going to. So here, we use will and going to refer to the future. In formal writing, there is one you should use over the other. And then here they will tell us which one. Okay, so here we go. So in casual speech and writing, we can use will and going to, okay? They are interchanged. You can alternate, all right? However, it's important to know that in formal writing, there is a distinction, okay? So there is a difference. This is what we are seeing now. Look, will is used when referring to the future with certainty and for recent rapid decisions. So decisions you make at the moment of speaking, okay? Usually, when we make predictions, we use will, okay? Because when we make a prediction, we are like trying to see the future. So we imagine, oh, usually when we use will, we say words like I think, perhaps, maybe. So these words that they really don't express certainty like they say here, but they represent what you think, your view. So you can say, oh, I think I will travel to Europe next year. I think, okay? This is not something that is already planned. It's just like a dream, okay? Now, going to is used to refer to events that have been previously planned, okay? So that's the basic difference. Here we have more explanation about it, okay? So here, they give us a very nice explanation when we are using the negative with will. So here we can say, I will not join you for lunch today. So this is something that maybe you decided right now, or you're just letting the other person know your decision. But here they say, remember that won't is a contraction of will not. Okay, so I won't be going to tomorrow's office party is also possible. Okay, so will is often used while making a rapid decision. Example, oh sure, I'll get you a slice of pizza. Okay, guys. On the other hand, going to we use when we are talking about an event that has already been planned before. So here, look, last week they decided they are going to get married in December. So this is something that is already planned, okay? Also, going to is used when there is evidence in the present that emphasizes something will happen. Example, you're going to fall if you don't tie your shoelaces. So it's obvious that you will trip and fall. So you're going to is much better than will, okay? Because I can see that you are walking and your shoelaces are untied. So they're hanging loose. At any moment, you're going to step on your shoelaces and trip. Okay? So another idea, we talk about future plans that have a plan already. They are already organized. Example, I am going to travel to Ireland for vacation next month. So he is going to feel sad if you don't invite him to the party. So this is something that we know for sure, okay? It's like a consequence to a decision. Now they're going to go to his parents' house, okay? All right. So here they give an example when we are writing something formally, okay? So you can see the difference. Look, the first example. This year, I will finish writing my book. You are making a prediction, right? You are 90% sure, but not 100. Something may go wrong. Who knows? So this is a typical prediction. The next one, it's wrong or not wrong, but you should avoid saying, this year I'm going to finish writing my book. It's not very common. Next one, I think, look, I think the Los Angeles Lakers will not win the NBA championship this season. So this is your opinion. So now you should not say, I think the Los Angeles Lakers are not going to win. No, not good. Okay. All right. So back to the book. Let's see there now. Okay. So here, what do you think? Have you got the report? Oh no, I forgot. Which one is the best answer?
I'm going to.
Look, is the situation happening now? Is the situation happening at the moment? Look, the person asked you for the report, and then you say, oh no, I forgot. So the situation is happening now. It's a situation that you're making a decision to go and get it right now at the moment of speaking. So the best one here is I will or I'll get it now. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah. Então, quando a ação tá acontecendo, tipo, agora,
Yes, it's a decision that you just made. Okay? Yeah, you just decided. Oh no, I forgot. I'll get it now. Okay?
tá. Então, quando for uma
Number
decisão de agora, vai usar o.
yes,
Isso aí.
will.
Ok. Will, ok.
Yes. We need some more stamps. Yes, I know. The next one here is I'm going to buy some this afternoon. What's the difference between number 2 and number 1? The second one here, the person says, yes, I know. So it shows that the person in number 2 already planned to go and buy some stamps. So it's something that was planned before. It's not a decision at the moment. It's not a rapid decision, okay? Like this one here. All right, girls?
Então é
Okay?
porque ela já sabia disso, né? Por isso que vai usar o
Yes.
I'm going to. Ela já sabia. Na número 1 ela não sabia. Por isso que foi o will.
Yes. Okay.
Ok. Teacher, what is a stamp?
Stamp is the same as selo, selo de carta.
Oh, ok.
Okay? All right. So let's go and see some more examples. Number 3, can you go to the bank to exchange these dollars? What do you think?
I won't.
I won't go out today. I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think this? Yeah. Do you think this is a decision she is making now or something previous? So let me write it down for you here. Oh, sorry. Let me create another look. Will versus going to. Okay. Let me put some more examples. Okay. We use will, the first one. Okay. We use when we make. Here. Future predictions. Okay. Example. Okay, this is an example. Brazil will recover from this crisis in 10 years. So I'm making a prediction, okay, like a prophecy, all right? Another one, another example. So I'm saying that in the future, people will be able to go to college and graduate because nowadays it's very difficult to graduate because college is super expensive. So there are many problems now for students to finish their studies. And I'm saying that in 10 years in the future, people will be able to go to college and graduate. So this is all about future predictions, okay? Another situation we use will, decisions that we make at the moment of speaking or rapid decisions, okay? Rapid decisions. So let's see some example. We can say, I promise I'll do my homework. Suppose I ask you, have you done your homework? And then you say, no, I'm so sorry. I couldn't do my homework. I was very busy. And then you continue and say, I promise I'll do my homework. Okay? So you can say, I promise I'll do my homework this week. Okay? So this is a rapid decision, okay? We also use will when we use words like I think, or maybe, or perhaps, okay? So let's put here with words like think, maybe, or perhaps, okay? Let's see examples. So I think I'll travel. When I use apostrophe double L, I'm using the contracted form of will, okay? So instead of saying I will, I'm saying I'll, okay? So I think I'll travel to Europe next year. I don't know yet, but I think, okay? So we have here 3 situations when we use will. There is another one when we use conditional sentences, okay? Conditional sentences, they also call for will. Example, let's put here. Example. If I have time, tomorrow, comma, I will, or I'll, I can also contract, okay? I will watch a film in the evening. Okay, so if I have time tomorrow, I will watch a film in the evening. But it depends, only if I have time. Okay, so this is a conditional sentence. Another example, and I can also use this as conditional. Okay, guys, when I arrive there, suppose I'm traveling and my family, my mother asks me to call when I arrive. So I say, okay, when I arrive there, I'll call you. Okay, so this is also under conditional sentences. When I arrive there, I'll call you. I use words like if, when, before, after, okay, in this package here, okay? All right, so these are the ones we use will. Now let's see the ones we use with going to. I'm opening now so you can take a picture, okay? This is only will, okay? So take a picture, please. Okay, guys, yes? So to sum it up, we use will for future predictions, rapid decisions, with words like think, maybe, perhaps, and conditional sentences. When we have time clauses, usually, okay? Time clauses in the future. Now, let's see the situations when we use going to, okay? This is very important. The first situation is when we have arrangements, when we have plans, okay? So we use going to with arrangements or plans. Example. I'm going to travel to Búzios. Sorry. Oh my God. Next weekend. So this is something that I have already planned. I'm going to travel to Búzios next weekend. Okay? So, planejado. All right, people? Okay. Second situation we use with going to. When we have evidence that something is going to happen. Okay? So, future predictions. With evidence. So here we have example. Look at the sky. It's cloudy and the clouds are black. So imagine the situation. You look at the sky and the clouds are all black. So what do you think will happen? Which is obvious, right? It's going to rain. So it's going to rain pretty soon. Okay, so here we are making a prediction, but we have evidence that it's going to happen. Okay. Another example using future predictions with evidence. So we have this question in two different ways. One is when is the baby due? And the other one, when is the baby going to be born? Imagine you have a friend who is pregnant and she is very pregnant, like she has a big belly. She's around 6 to 7 months pregnant. So you can see she is pregnant. There is evidence. So you can ask, when is the baby going to be born? Right? Another version for this question is, when is the baby due? Okay. This is another way to ask the same question. Okay. So we use going to for future plans, future predictions with evidence. And we also use going to for future intentions, okay? Example, plans or intentions. Here, let's put here together. Future plans or future intentions. Example. Here. Oh my God, it's so hard to use this keyboard. So, for example, what are you going to do tomorrow? So, this is a way to, I want to know your intentions or your plans for tomorrow. So, what are you going to do tomorrow? Okay, so my idea here is to know what your plans are and what your intentions are. So the answer can be, oh, I'm going to stay home. Okay, suppose. Okay, I'm going to stay home. This is your plan or your intention. Okay, all right. So here we saw when we use going to, let me make it bigger here so you can see. Look, we use going to with arrangements or plans, like for a trip or a meeting, something that is already planned. I'm going to travel to Búzios next weekend. Future predictions with evidence. When we talk about something that we can see is going to happen, right? So let me, okay, separate. Look at the sky. It's cloudy and the clouds are black. It's going to rain pretty soon. Another situation. When is the baby going to be born? Okay, or when are you going to have the baby, right? Here we have future intentions and plans. We also use going to. When you, for example, when you talk about your plans for the weekend or for, you know, sometime close to the present, right? What are you going to do tomorrow? I'm going to stay home. So this is your intention, okay? All right, girls. So did you take a picture? Yes? Okay, so let me close this. Good. Now, based on this, let's see exercise number 3. Can you go to the bank to exchange these dollars? What is the answer there? You can use the second one. You can say, oh, I'm not going out today. I can do it tomorrow, because this is your plan. This is your intention. Today, you're not going out. You've already decided, okay? So if you say, I won't go out, it's more like you are refusing to go out. It's like, I don't want to go out. So when I use the negative here, will plus not, won't, it's more like refusal, okay? So number 4, what time the travel agency close? What is the best auxiliary verb here? Yes, simple present. The best option is does. So what time does the travel agency close? And then number 5, James has just passed his driving test. Oh, has he? Okay. So you've just decided which one is the best option. Simple future. I'll get him a present to celebrate. Okay, so let's check the answers. Yes, everything correct here. Let's see the next one there. Yes, everything correct. Okay. All right, people. Yes, can you see the difference better now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a little tricky. I know. The next part here, we should complete the text using the simple present or the present continuous. So we have two different verb tenses here. Okay, one is the simple present, and the other one is the present continuous of the verbs in parentheses. So let's do this one just to finish. Look, next month to Mexico on business. You have two options, or simple present or present continuous. Which one? You can't use the future. You can't say I will go or I'm going to go. Okay? Yes, the best option here is the present continuous. So next month, the subject, I, okay? So I am going. There you go. This is the present continuous of the verb to go for the first person singular. I am going to Mexico. Present continuous, okay? Now, my flight at 8 a.m. on Monday. So this is timetable. When we talk about timetable, like arrival, departure, all these times, we use the simple present. So my flight leaves at 8 a.m. on Monday. It doesn't matter if it's the future. Yes, we are talking about the future, but we use the simple present because it's timetable. Okay? Now, next one. And I at 8 p.m. in the evening. Timetable again. So I arrive at 8 p.m. in the evening. Now, meetings there all week. If it was possible, we could use I'm going to have meetings there all weekend using going to, right? I'm going to have meetings there all week. But in this exercise, we can't use going to or will, right? We can only use simple present or present continuous. So, what is the best option? We can use here the present continuous because we are talking about arrangements. Okay, so I'm having meetings there all week. Here, when I say I'm having, the idea is that I'm conducting or I'm participating in meetings, not as the verb to have possessive, right? Because if we are using the verb have as possessives, like I have a car or I don't have a car, I can only use the simple present, okay? So when I use the verb have with the idea of possession, I can only use the simple present, okay? For example, do you have a book? Yes, I do. So he has a book. We have a book. In this case, always simple present. But here we can use the sentence with a meaning of I'm participating in meetings there all week. So I'm having meetings there all week. So then we can change, okay? Because the idea is different. Now here we have a time clause. After my work. So remember, we saw here, let me see where it was. Yes, look. Remember, exercise 3, question 1. After I leave the office. So when we have words like these, we use the simple present, okay? Because they are time clauses. So after my work ends, what is going to happen? You can say, I'm meeting friends, because this is something you already planned. So subject I again. Let's put contracted. I'm meeting friends and we're going on a road trip. Okay. We're going present continuous. Why present continuous? Because we are talking about arrangements, not timetable, but arrangements. Okay. All right. Here I can contract as well. Okay. So next month I'm going to Mexico on business. Everything there. So let's check the answers before we go. Yay, great. Remember I told you that the verb have has 2 different meanings or even more. So here they are considering the verb have as possession, not participating, okay? But here it means possession. So then here they want us to use the simple present. I have meetings there all week. Okay, but I don't agree with this. In my opinion, it could be I have meetings there or I'm having meetings there all week, when you want to say that you are going to be busy because you are participating in meetings, right? The same idea when we say, for example, I have lunch every day, okay, at 12, okay? So here, this is not possessive. I'm just saying that I eat lunch at 12 o'clock. And then if you call me at 12:30, for example, if you send me a message, I can say, oh, sorry, I'm having lunch now, okay? I'm having lunch now, okay? I can say that I'm eating my food, okay? If you call me at 12:30, for example, okay? All right, girls. So I can use the verb have to describe an activity. And in this case, we use the present continuous, no problem, okay? It's not a possession. So here they are using as a possession, okay? So simple present, okay? I have meetings there all week, no problem. All right? So everything else correct, okay? Because the verb have is considered a stated verb. But as we know, there are situations when we can use the verb have in the present continuous, when it doesn't mean possession, okay? Awesome. Okay, guys, so take a picture, and then as we haven't finished all the review today, we need to review units 5 here and Unit 6, we need to have our test postponed, okay? So we are going to have our test on a different day, not on Wednesday, but on Monday, all right? So I will change the date here. Okie dokie. So today we basically reviewed contents for Unit 4. We just need to see to finish this, and next class we can do it. We have to do English for real, okay? How to express yourself when you are a customer. So we can see that next class, right? And then we will do Unit 5 and Unit 6. All right? So girls, thank you very much for coming. We will have one more review on Wednesday, and the test will be on Monday. Okay?
Ok,
So
so
thank you very much.
o teste agora foi transferido para segunda, né?
Monday. Yes, next week.
Ok.
All right? Okay, girls. So thank you so much, and see you Wednesday. Very important. All right? Don't miss.
Ok.
Wednesday is the final review. Okay? Bye-bye, girls.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
See you
Rebecca.
Bye,
Wednesday.
teacher.
Bye-bye, Kawane. Take care. Bye-bye.